Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to my studio. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet a flower very easy, step by step from the beginning. Even a beginner crocheter can follow along with these simple steps to create this beautiful crochet flower. And then I'm going to show you how to take an old-fashioned hairpin, preferably with something with an adornment on the end. This one has a clear crystal rhinestone, and we're going to insert it into the center of the flower to create a beautiful flower pin that you can wear in your hair or give as a gift. Let's get started. I'm going to show you how to make this adorable flower hairpin using Be So Sporty yarn in colorway lavender and a size F5 or 3.75 millimeter crochet hook. You want to use whatever size yarn and crochet hook you're familiar with. And if you are starting this brand new, I would definitely recommend using a yarn and a hook you're super familiar with until you learn the technique, and then apply it to whatever size yarn you would prefer for your flower. We're going to tie our yarn onto our crochet hook. You can use a slip knot or a square knot, whatever you are more comfortable using, and we're going to start with a chain 5. You want to slip stitch into the 5th chain from your hook. Remember, we don't count the loop on our hook. That is our working yarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slip stitch into that 5th chain. We now have a chain 5 ring. We're going to work our stitches into that ring, not into the actual chains. We'll start with a chain 1, single crochet into the ring, insert your crochet hook in the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Single crochet is complete. We're going to half double crochet now. Yarn over, insert your hook in the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Now we're going to do 6 double crochets in the ring. Yarn over, insert your hook in the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. 1 double crochet is complete. We'll do 5 more. And this is what your work should look like. We're now going to work 2 double crochets through the back loop only in each of these 8 stitches. We're not turning our work, we're going to be working in a spiral. So the first stitch was that single crochet here. We're going to work 2 double crochets through the back loop only. This is the front loop and that's the back loop. We're going to yarn over, insert our crochet hook into the back loop only, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and do that a second time. Okay, now we're going to do that in all of these stitches. So 2 double crochets through the back loop only in each of the next 7 stitches as well. Okay, and this is what your work should look like now. So now we have 16 stitches, and we're going to work in the following pattern. We're going to 2 double crochet through the back loop in the first stitch and 1 double crochet in the back loop in the next stitch, and repeat that until we've done all 16 of these stitches. So it's yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch through the back loop only, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Do that again in the very same stitch, back loop only, and then in the next stitch only work 1 double crochet through the back loop only. So we're going to do that repeat 8 times. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, do it for a total of 8 times. So that's our first repeat. So now 2 double crochets through the back loop only and 1. Okay, we did 8 repeats, so we now have a total of 24 stitches in this round, and this is what your work should look like. Notice how we have a spiral, and we have a free loop exposed from all of those stitches that were worked through the back loop only. We now have the front loop exposed, and we're going to work into those as we do our edging row. It's going to work around the entire perimeter of round 3 and then continue on in the free loop only of round 2 and round 1. So let me show you how we do that. We're going to chain 3, turn our work, and work 6 double crochets into that first stitch. We're working through both loops right now. Skip 1 stitch and single crochet in the next. Skip 1 stitch and 7 double crochets in the next. Skip 1 stitch, single crochet in the next. Skip 1 stitch, 7 double crochets in the next. And this is what we will repeat around the perimeter of round 3. Okay, we've worked all the way around the perimeter of round 3. So round 4 starts here and comes around. Now we're going to turn our work, because as we work back, remember we were going to work back around the perimeter of round 3 and then in the exposed free loops of round 2 and round 1. So what you want to do now is fold your work so that free loop is facing you. So we're going to fold it with the right side facing so that we can really easily see those free loops exposed. And we're going to skip the next stitch and work 7 double crochets into that free loop of the next stitch. Then we're going to skip the next free loop and work a single crochet into the next free loop. See, so we're doing the exact same stitch pattern. We're continuing on in our established pattern, but we're working in those free loops now of round 2 and then round 1. So we're going to skip the next free loop or next stitch and work 7 double crochets in the next one. Skip the next one and single crochet in the next one. And we're going to repeat this all the way around until we get to the center or beginning of the flower. Notice how I'm continuing to fold my work as those free loops present themselves. I'm folding wherever they are so that they pop to the peak of that fold line. And you can see we're actually well inside round 2 and now round 1. But we're just going to do the same exact thing we did for the other round. So we're going to skip the next stitch and single crochet in the next. It gets a little fumbly as you're working your way to the center, but it's totally doable and you can absolutely do this. And just remember how pretty the finished project is, and that'll help you keep going. The reward is waiting for you. Okay, I've come all the way to the center now, so I'm going to cut my yarn and fasten off. Okay, we'll fasten off that last stitch. And then what I want to do is poke my crochet hook from the back side through the chain 5 ring to pull that tail to the back side. So what that does is not only pull the tail to the back side so that I can secure it and weave it in well, but it also makes the center of the flower even curl more. It looks more like a natural flower, how it folds out from the center. Okay, so we'll secure the ends to the inside, weave them in, you'll want to use a yarn needle weave in your loose ends. Weave them in a couple of directions to make them nice and secure. If you're going to be using this flower as an embellishment that is sewn onto something, you could use these tails as the sewing thread. Or if you were going to add a button to the center of the flower, you could use these tails to sew a button into the center. Or if you're going to use something super simple like these hairpins that have the embellishment already on the center, this has a clear crystal rhinestone. You simply insert it into the center of the flower, and there you have your flower center decoration and your hairpin ready to style in your hair. Please visit my website where you can download this super simple pattern and get information on ordering any of my beautiful yarns and the hairpins. This one uses Be So Fine yarn, which is fingering weight, and this one uses Be So Sporty yarn, which is sport weight. And if you use something larger like a DK, a worsted, or even a chunky yarn, you could make even a bigger flower, which could be used as a really fabulous dramatic hair accessory or an adornment on a bag. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you next time.